guys, it's Jared here from the Traveling Tavlocks, and today I'm going to talk to you about 5 different items that we love and hate about our current van build. It's crazy to think that it's been over 2 years now that Megan and I went out and purchased our 2019 Ram ProMaster and started the build out process. And over these last 2 years, we've been fortunate enough to spend a lot of hours, put a lot of miles on the rig. And the more time we've spent behind the wheel, the more that we've noticed those items that we truly do love and those items that we don't love as much. So the goal of this video is to let you guys learn from our mistakes and our successes. That being said, let's jump right in. The first item that we love about our van build is the size of our bed. Now, if you've seen our van tour, you'll know that we have a California King snuck into a 159-inch wheelbase Ram ProMaster. Now, the size of this bed is pretty uncommon among van builds, and it's the biggest one that I've seen on YouTube. Early on in the van build process, we knew that sleeping sideways on a queen bed wasn't gonna be an option. I'm 6'9", and the width of this van is only like 6'1", so there's no way that I could have slept comfortably. So we sacrificed a lot of space inside the cab and ran our bed long ways, and that allowed us to have a full-length California King, which is almost 7 feet long. The second thing we love about our van build is the swivel seat. Now, the swivel seat was one of the first things that we put into our van soon after finishing the build. We realized it'd be really nice to have another seat when we're at the campsite or even just grabbing food after a long day on the road. Swivel seat was super cost effective and really successful in opening up the cab and giving us another seating option. And it's one mod that I would highly recommend. Third thing we love about the van is our fan placement. When we were in our research process, we noticed a lot of people were putting their fans directly over the center of their cab since they're going to be doing a lot of indoor cooking in their kitchen area. For us, we didn't think that was going to be something we're going to utilize too much, so we decided to put our fan in the back of the rig directly above our bed. What this meant for us is that on hot nights, we're able to circulate cooler air in directly over our sleeping area. When we were on our trip through the American Southwest last summer, it made a huge difference in regulating the temperature of the cab. Fourth thing that we love about our van is some of our storage solutions. For our main clothes area, we built an open cubby which holds 2 fabric containers. And what's great is that whenever we want to go out on a trip, all we have to do is grab those 2 containers, bring them inside, load them up, and take them back out and we're good to go. We don't have to worry about trying to balance a stack of laundry as we load up the rig, and it's made things just a lot easier. And the fifth and final thing that we truly do love about this van is that we made it. Every time I look at it and swing that door open, I'm just blown away with pride that Megan and I took our no skills, no knowledge, and built something that's been functional, and it's been fun, and it's given us so many adventures over the last 2 years, and hopefully well into the future. And this isn't a knock against professional van outfitters, but I don't know, I think there's just something cool, that pride you have when it's actually something that you've made. So now that we've gotten the good out of the way, let's talk about the 5 items that we hate about our van build. First thing is our lack of garage organization. Now, this is partially on us because when we built our van, we kept the back relatively open since we didn't know what we wanted to store. We had bikes, we had kayaks, we had camping gear. And so we went with the bare approach, thinking that that would make things a bit easier. Well, on some of our longer trips, things would shift around and it became more of a nuisance to get items out when they're all just kind of stacked on top of each other. Moving forward, I'd like to have a cubby system which allows us to clearly store different items. It would be easier to put away and get out when they're needed. Second thing we hate about our van build is our kitchen cabinet. Now, if you've seen our van tour video, you'll know that our kitchen cabinet was placed there in order to hide and house or sit on top kayaks. Well, we've since sold those kayaks and swapped them out for inflatable paddleboards, which I think are more fun and they're so much more portable. And now that we don't have those kayaks, we started to realize that we have a kitchen cabinet with a sink that we don't ever really even use. It takes up like 1/3 of the cab space. Now for us, we thought having a big sink and a big countertop was going to be a plus. But once we started spending time in the van, we realized that we never cooked inside, and that big old sink became nothing more than just a catch-all for backpacks and random items for the dogs. Third thing that we hate about our van is our light switch placement. Now, when we were in the planning stages, I don't know why, but I thought it'd be cool to have 2 light switches in different areas that control different zones of lights. which means that if it's nighttime, it's significantly more inconvenient to have to open the door and climb in and turn the light on rather than just having a light switch at an easily accessible place that I can get to without climbing into the van. Fourth thing we hate about our van build is the lack of vertical overhead space in our bed. Now, we made a bit of a trade-off in having increased garage space storage, so we raised up our bed just about as high as we could go. And while I'd probably still make that same decision if we had to start from the beginning, I wish I would have considered having more vertical space and allowing me to sit upright in our bed. And the fifth and final thing that we hate about our van is the lack of functional indoor seating. This became super apparent to us this past summer when we were down outside Great Bend National Park with my family. We met up for lunch. It was 120 degrees outside, but we couldn't eat inside with the dogs, so we had no option but to eat food in the van. It was then that we realized that a third of the interior space was being taken up by our kitchen cabinet. So it forced us to put camp chairs, sit on our ottoman, have people in the driver's seats with dogs. The entire thing was a mess. It could have been so much easier if we had a better, more functional indoor seating option. So all of this being said, the pros still far outweigh the cons when it comes to reassessing our entire van build. And keep an eye out on the channel because there might be some changes here in the future to what the interior of our van does look like. So what did you guys think about our list? Is there anything there that you expected to see or didn't expect? Let us know in the comment below. Give us a subscribe and stay tuned. We've got some more videos coming your way. Thanks again, guys. See you out on the road.